Hi, my name is Remus and I'm the Head of Software Development at Lattice Training. We've been hard at work designing a new platform for you, our premium plan members, and I'm excited to show you around all the cool stuff we've been working on. It's called My Lattice Training, and it's a platform where you can view your training, log your sessions, track your progress, and communicate with your coach. So once you get logged in, the first page you'll see is this My Sessions page, where you'll have an overview of all the sessions your coach has planned out for you that week. So we can see here, Bob has got an MS Load fingerboard session and a Small Edges fingerboard session. If we select one of these sessions, we see we get a little bit more detail about just a brief description of the session. And if we click on the details button down here, this will take us to the session sheet. So this is where you can see the full description of everything in the session, sort of key points, any relevant pictures, and then of course all the details of sets, reps, work time, all that sort of stuff you're used to. Where it gets really interesting is that we can then start logging our sessions. So here you can select what date it is, how much of the session you completed. So this is very useful for half sessions, for example. You can give you can record how hard the session felt, and then you can also record particular details about the session. So for a Small Edges session, for example, you can record the total load that was used and the change load as well. So whatever your preference is there. There's then, of course, the option that you can add notes. So this is really useful for just recording any other bits of information about the session, how it felt, for example, if you did it on a fingerboard that you don't usually use, all that sort of stuff. So as well as being able to record your planned sessions, we also have the option to record an unplanned session. So an unplanned session is just any other kind of physical activity. So for when you're recording information about your training plan, it's really helpful not just to have a record of the things that you've done from your training plan, but also any other activity, because this provides really helpful context when you look back at your week. So say I went out for a run today, the weather's been really nice, I want to go and make the most of it. I can record that in here, and then that just provides, maybe I have a session tomorrow and I feel quite tired. Having a record that I went for a run first and then did my training, that just provides that extra context that helps you understand, maybe that's why my training later in the day felt a bit more hard work than it usually does. Similarly, you can also record a free-form note. So this is anything that's not sort of a direct physical activity. So it could be something like, I didn't get a great night's sleep. So let's put something like that in there. So once we add that note to our session log, so all this information is then recorded in this session log tab for you. And this is it provides a really nice record of all the training that you've done this week. And then, of course, you can flip backwards and forwards between different weeks, and so you can keep that history. The really nice thing here as well is that it's not just a record for you. So your coach also has access to your session log here. So, for example, Bob, you can see he's struggled with this board session here, but his coach has come in and he's spotted that Bob had a bad night's sleep. That's probably not going to set him up well for this board session. So he's left Bob a little note and said, "Don't worry over Bob, it's okay. Just make sure you try and get some good sleep, and then hopefully you'll come back fighting fresh next few days." You may have also noticed we've got this week view tab up here. So by default, there isn't anything in there, but if we go onto the week planner, what this allows us to do is plan out your week. So it's really simple. We've put quite a lot of effort into making the interface really slick and easy to use. So all you have to do is just grab sessions and drag them across into the relevant day. So for example, I'll plan out a quick little week here. So I'm going to try and spread out my high intensity sessions. So I'm spreading out my fingerboard sessions and my board sessions, for example. Make sure I get plenty of rest in between doing those so that the intensity isn't too high. And then all you have to do is save that. And then it will take us back to that week view that we saw before, except this time it's populated with all the sessions for the week. So what you can now do when you go on view your sessions, you can just say, okay, up Monday, I've got this small edges session, I've got this link folder, I've got this one on, one off. And then, as before, you can go in here, you get a quick little overview. You can go on to the details tab again to see the full session sheet, or you can log your sessions from there again. So the other part of my Lattice training is the plans page. So the training plan page is where you can see an overview of all your whole training plan. So you can get you've got the sessions on the left here, and then you've got the weeks across the top here. This just gives you a bit more of an overview of all the training you have in the throughout your training plan and how it's all sort of laid out. Along the top here, if you click on one of these week headers, it'll take you to the list of sessions for that week, and then you'll see in black here it highlights the current week. So as well as this overview, you can also click on the PDF. So if we click on this one, for example, it'll take us to the PDF of the whole plan. And this is just really nice. If you want to print out a hard copy, and then you can have it on your desk, whatever, so you can keep track of what sessions you've got, and just see what's coming up next week. Sort of, a nice overview. So that is my Lattice training. I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I really hope you enjoy actually using the service as well. We really appreciate your feedback as well. So if you get in touch with any suggestions or pain points, or if you find any little bugs, that we'd really appreciate that. And we really hope you enjoy using it. Thanks very much.